Main man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. So we got this upcoming fight between Errol Spence and Lamont Peterson for Errol Spence's IBF welterweight title. And man, this is going to be a very noble and respectable fight. The thing is, if you're a boxing fan and you know Lamont Peterson, there ain't nothing bad that you can say about Lamont Peterson. You can criticize his fighting style all you want, but the fact is, who the boxer is, you can't say nothing bad about Lamont Peterson. Total respect, because the man has always fought the best out there. He's always fought whoever they put in front of him. He's never ran away from fighters. Anything. I got nothing but respect for Lamont Peterson. The whole DC area loves and respect Lamont Peterson, and we back him 150%. Real talk. So if you're a boxing fan and you got a problem with Lamont Peterson, then quite honestly, you don't know shit about boxing. But this fight, man, I got a lot of respect for this fight. It's like new blood, old blood, young blood, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence says that he's been watching Lamont Peterson ever since the amateurs, man. They too cool. They too cool dudes. They cool with each other. That's usually not good for a fight. But given there's so much respect and admiration for both of these fighters, man, well, you know, people are not tripping off that. It ain't got to be a bunch of cussing and swearing and calling each other names. You know what I mean? You got two respectable coaches here in Derek James and Barry Hunter. You know what I mean? Two guys who take a lot of pride in training their fighter. Man, it's just a respectable match. You know what I mean? I had questions I see Lamont Peterson has answered my question of why did he walk away from him being Keith Thurman's mandatory to take on this Errol Spence fight. And he answered it at the press conference when he said that, yo, man, because you take the best that's out there. You don't sit around and wait. And if you're a top guy, you take on another top guy. And when you got that code, when you got that mentality in you, then that's the reason. When we get to sitting back and say, oh, but he would have maneuvered and been the fighter for this fighter, he would have made this much money. He would. No, that's just foreign talk to fighters like Lamont Peterson. So it answered my question. And now you're going to have this fight, man. This is going to be a good fight. Only thing that and I don't think they'll do that, but given that they're friends and all that, man, I don't want them to really be holding back on each other during the fight. There's a lot of talk about Keith Thurman during the buildup of this particular fight. A lot of people, the media is feeding that narrative so much. I hope that Errol Spence, and I don't think he will, start to look past Lamont Peterson. I think he's a strong enough mentally guy to know not to look past Lamont Peterson, a crafty veteran. But the Thurman questions are coming from everywhere on Errol Spence, man. And Keith Thurman, what's up with Thurman? Was Thurman thugging? Thurman had already made drew his line in the sand and said, yo, man, I'm not fighting the dude next year. I'll fight him in 2019. Fans pissed off, but I for one, I wish to see it earlier, like I said before, but I don't think Thurman's afraid. I think Thurman is handling business. And given that who he is as a unified champion now, he can't seemingly just go and pick fights the way he used to. There's a lot more at stake. On top of that, there's more rules to move by. You know what I'm saying? But I get how fight fans are, man. But the thing is, this fight, though, like I said, Errol Spence is going to be tested with Lamont Peterson. Some are saying that Peterson is going to test Errol Spence a little more than Kell Brook. I don't know about that, man. I think what Kell Brook put Spence through to the early part of that fight, man, I think that's more than what Peterson will probably do to him. I don't know, man. Peterson may can do it longer, given that he won't have an injury to sustain, like Kell Brook did. So Peterson maybe can hang in there and box with Spence a little longer. This is going to be a major power differential, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a size differential. But it is what it is. I mean, it's going to be a good fight. And no matter who wins this fight, I think either man will come out of this fight still respected, still just, and putting on a good show for the fans. We still going to respect either fighter, truth be told. Well, mainly for Lamont Peterson if he loses. But if Errol Spence loses, I don't know. There's going to be some other talk. But yet and still, man, it's a good show for the fans, man. I'm looking forward to this fight right here. And it's going down on January 20th. Man, it's going to be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I think that's around a holiday weekend. I want to say. I don't know if that's that 3-day weekend for Martin Luther King. I gotta look that up. I hope so, man. That'll be what it is. But still, either way, man, great fight. Looking forward to this one, man. Stylistically, man, like I said, it's gonna come down to power. It's gonna be interesting to see Lamont Peterson, who doesn't have that many fights at welterweight. It's going to see him have to adjust to possibly the most hardest welterweight puncher. And that's tough. Lamont Peterson, let's not forget, all his shine was down at 140, and he gradually came up to welterweight. Wasn't a big leap. And so now, you know, he's done what he's done at welterweight, became WBA champion or regular champion. But this is only, what, his second, third? This is only his third fight, really, at welterweight? This is tough. And just with that notion alone, because we know Errol Spence's boxing skills is intact. He does get hit. He does get tagged a lot, but Lamont Peterson has been tagged. Everybody he has tagged up in his previous fights, he still hasn't stopped a lot of these guys. He's neutralized them, but he hasn't stopped them. And for a bigger, more stronger fighter like Errol Spence, I just don't see Lamont Peterson having the pop or just, he's not fully accustomed to that welterweight size, in my opinion, at this point, so fast to take on the hardest puncher at welterweight. And so I mean, it's a hard fight to want to call, but from a boxing from just talking on YouTube, I'd say strategy-wise, I got to go with Errol Spence. But, of course, y'all know I'm rocking with Lamont Peterson. But from a strategic standpoint, if I was analyzing the fight, I got to go with Errol Spence. But I'm rocking with Lamont Peterson. Forget all that. You know what I mean? Y'all can take that prediction for what it is. But I can't just go against Lamont, man. I think Lamont can get him. He has it in him. If he can withstand Errol Spence, if he can withstand the power, if he can withstand the aggression, but just the way Lamont, and sometimes Lamont Peterson tends to put the aggression on a little too late. He says he's going to make it a dog fight. This fight, he's going to fight on the inside, and Lamont does have dog in him. But I mean, this dude Spence, man, he hits hard, and he's at that weight. He's tough. A lot of people have Errol Spence could be fighting at 54 to possibly 60 if he fully acclimated himself easy. But I don't know, man. I just think, you know, it's going to be a good fight, but I think Errol Spence is going to defeat Lamont Peterson. I'm gonna say I think Lamont maybe quits on his stool. I don't know if he quits on the stool or no. I don't see Lamont quitting on the stool. Lamont maybe go down off some body work. It's gonna be hard for him to withstand that, but I hope not. And I hope Lamont can outbox him, man. Real talk, man. We rocking with Lamont. Lamont got the hands to do it. He has many different looks. He can throw you many different angles, many different styles. He can sit on his punches. He can walk you down and come forward. He can box you on the back foot. Lamont can do it all, man. So there's no telling what type of strategy we're going to get from him, man. But the power, man, it's just down to the power, and that's all it is. But respect to both fighters, man. Real talk. So to the next video, Main Man Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man Made Man Boxing Forum. Google Plus, Main Man Made Man. Yeah, man. It's going to be an honestly good fight, man. But the Keith Thurman situation, man. Nah, man. I'm not going to say that man's afraid of him. I think it's a totally business thing. And I think if Errol Spence keeps doing what he's doing, the him and Thurman fight will be a big fight at welterweight. 1-2 more fights. But that means that Keith Thurman got to fight 1 or 2 more good fights also. So we'll see how that play out. So to the next video. Peace out.